What's up, GK families? J.O. Schlee here. I hope you're doing awesome. Our big picture question we continue to answer this week is this: does God keep his promises? Does he? Yes. God always keeps his promises because he is faithful. In today's reading, parts of Genesis 12, chapters 15 and chapter 17, we see how God kept and demonstrated his faithfulness to Abraham by establishing a covenant or a promise with him. That's a big word. Remember, covenant is another word for promise. When God promises something, he is faithful. The faithfulness of God is shown through Abraham's family lineage, as God's promises were ultimately fulfilled in the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, a descendant of Abraham. Though the promises of Genesis 15:4 were years away from fulfillment, God made a promise to show that he would be faithful to do what he had promised Abraham, no matter what. God wagered his namesake through establishing this covenant, promising on behalf of his own name and reputation that his promises would indeed come to pass. In chapter 17, when Abram received his new name from God, he was 99 years old, still childless, yet still believing by faith. For him to father not only a son, but an entire nation seemed implausible, mind-blowing. Yet God changed Abram's name from the father is exalted to Abraham, father of a multitude. Though the promise of a descendant was not yet in his reach, God spoke to him and over him that his word was true and worthy of his obedience. The bloodshed in this covenant agreement foreshadowed the blood to be shed as God's promises would find ultimate fulfillment in who? Jesus. Through his son, God would do what seemed more impossible than Abram's unlikely fatherhood. God would make the way for the unrighteous to be brought into his family forever. Just like Abraham, we are counted as righteous when we place our faith in Christ and in his finished work on the cross. Let's think on the great lengths God demonstrated to prove that his covenant was trustworthy and how he brought it to completion through Jesus. Teachers, now is the time to proclaim this promised love to the kids who will learn from you this weekend. May you speak clearly about the loving faithfulness of your Father in heaven. Thank you, teachers, for your constant guidance in the kids' lives. Parents, thank you for entrusting your kids to us. And Grace Kids, you are awesome. I'll see you on Sunday.